Hello everyone, welcome back to another vlog. If this is your first time tuning in, my name is Stacy. I am so happy to have you guys here. So I wanted to do a little days in my life vlog this week. I'm having kind of a chill week, except I forgot to pick up the camera recently to kind of film this intro. So I already have a few days filmed and I wanted to insert those in just a couple minutes. But yeah, I just wanted to have kind of a chill, laid back week. I haven't done too much, but I do want to film just a couple more summer vlogs. I haven't done anything too crazy this summer, but I've just kind of been taking it easy, and I've really enjoyed like these more slow days in my life type of videos with the added book content, of course. But yes, I do have some content filmed from the last couple days. I've been spending some time with friends and that's been really fun. But yes, I'm so excited to bring you guys along on a few days in my life. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm gonna go ahead and insert some clips from the last few days here. Okay, so I just made my way over to a favorite local coffee spot. I was really craving a matcha today. I might even get a coffee when I'm about to leave. But if you were here for my last vlog, I organized the living heck out of my TBR cart, and I'm so happy that I did because I needed to pick out a new book to read, and I'm trying so hard not to get any new books. Even on my Kindle, I'm trying really hard to just kind of tackle my TBR list. That seems to be ever growing. But my partner ended up picking out 3 books, and I made my selection based off of the 3 books that he took from my cart. He wanted to pick my next read, so I was like, okay. But out of the 3, I ended up going with this one. I've talked about it probably since last year in some of my earlier vlogs, and it's honestly been a while since it's been on my TBR, and I just really need to read it already. And it's not a lengthy read at all, so I definitely feel like I can go through this pretty quickly. I don't know why I haven't picked it up. I just been reading other things, but it's finally time to tackle this one. So yeah, that is the plan. It is so hot out here. I don't know why I'm wearing a long sleeve today, but I think that's the plan. I'm gonna go ahead and just get myself a matcha, maybe a cozy treat, and we'll go ahead and do some reading, and then we'll see what else we get up to. So there's a butterfly that just stopped on my car. But yes, let's go ahead and make our way inside. So I realized that I hadn't talked to you guys about what I'm currently reading other than the book that you guys saw me pick out a little earlier in this vlog. I feel like I wasn't reading anything that was really grasping me lately, so I hadn't talked about like my recent reads or my recently finished, but I don't have much at all. But I am reading The Unworthy, which again, you guys saw me read this a little earlier. I haven't gotten too much into it, but the book is rather short, so I think I'm like 17% in, but I'm currently on page 34. And then in my last vlog, if you're here for that, I had started to read Stephen King's On Writing. I talked about it a little bit in previous vlogs, but I did end up finishing this a couple days ago, and I ended up really loving it. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. I really love this so much. I love learning about little details that I didn't know about Stephen King, and I just loved getting like a little glimpse into his writing style and how it all began and everything, and I just think it's such a good read. But yeah, I really enjoyed that one so much. So I'm usually always reading something on my Kindle as well as something physical or audiobook. I also haven't shown you guys how I currently have it decorated, but nothing too crazy. I have a little Stephen King piece right here, an old sticker that I've had forever. A friend of mine went to New York City and brought me back this sticker over here, and then the Sorcerer Mickey is just from a deck of cards. That's so gorge, but this was like an extra card, so I just decided to put it on here. But on my Kindle currently, I've been working on this book for a while. I'm kind of working my way through all of Bell Hooks' books, but this is one that I've been kind of reading for like the last month, and I'm just kind of like taking my time on it. This is The Will to Change, Men, Masculinity, and Love by Bell Hooks. It looks like this. Such a good read. Honestly, anytime I've picked up a book from this author, I just end up loving it so much and the style of writing. So yeah, this has been a really good book to read kind of in between everything else that I'm currently reading. And then I also recently finished reading a book that I was reading with my friend. It has a mouthful of a name, so I'm just gonna put the book right here. But I recently finished this book and it started off so strong. It really reminded me of this series that I read last year. I'm gonna include a picture somewhere here, but it reminded me a lot of that, like short stories, like very easy quick reads, but it kind of gave like the same style. And like I said, the beginning of the book, it just kind of drew me in. It was so emotional, and basically the whole book was so emotional, but it had such a strong start, and I really expected to love this all the way through. But my friend had brought up how she felt it was very repetitive after a little bit, and I honestly agree. But yeah, I just started to kind of feel like I was reading a little bit of the same thing once I got past like the first 2 stories in the book. But yeah, I think I gave that like a 2-star, but it started off so strong, so sad. But yeah, that's basically it. For the first time in my life, I feel that I'm not reading more than like 3 or 4 books at once. But those are just the ones that I wanted to talk about. But I definitely want to come back and talk about this book once I've finished reading it. I'm just so happy that I started it, and it's honestly so dark so far. It's giving The Handmaid's Tale vibes. It has like a dystopian feel to it, and it just has like some very dark elements. So it's very raw of a book, and I honestly love that. And it's also kind of a short read, so I feel like I'm gonna just fly through this book. But I'm also trying to figure out what I'm gonna read next. I am planning on making a reading vlog or a bookish vlog of some sort for my next video, just because I really want to dive into the books that I'm going to be putting together for the spooky time as well, and I want to share all of that, but I want to make like a separate vlog so I can chat your ear off about all that. But yes, I didn't really have any plans today, and I figured I would just kind of stay in and read a little bit more of The Unworthy. I think I will go ahead and end the vlog here and just insert a couple clips of a little reading cozy moment. But yes, thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. If you made it the whole way through, I love you so much. Thank you for supporting my channel. It honestly means so much to me, and yes, I'm just so grateful. I hope that you guys are having a great summer, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!